So this piece here is going to be 2 minus 1. So that looks like that's all going to end up becoming negative 1. And here's the real reason why we want to put a parentheses around this last piece, and that's because of this negative sign. I'm not exactly sure why I'm seeing a minus sign here, as 2 minus 1 is 1, so 1 should go there, not... Well, anyway, if that were a minus, remember you got to distribute that negative. Okay, about made a mistake there. So 2 minus 1 is 2. So our integral is equal to 2. Well, there's a lot of different techniques for solving these integrals, and this is the very basic. We're doing the very basic. The next technique that we'll be using will be called what's called substitution. It won't be in this video, but I believe in the next video we'll be doing substitution, because we're going to get to the point here where we're not going to be able to take the integral here of just the basic technique that we're using here. Now, a lot of times we have to rewrite our integral, and so let's go ahead and do that. 1 to 3 4x to the negative 2 minus 1. It's a lot like when we were taking derivatives. We have to rewrite them before we can actually take the derivative. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and go through that process. So we add 1 to the exponent, and that makes that a negative 1. And then we want to put that negative 1 down in the denominator, minus, we tack on an x, and of course we're going from 1 to 3. Now remember, if you took the derivative of this, we should get back the integrand. Now let's go through and rewrite this again. This becomes negative 4 over x minus x, and we're going from 1 to 3. So we want to put the do the upper bound first. Oops, so that becomes negative 4 over 3 minus 3 minus, now we want to start a parentheses, it's always a minus here, and then we go through and plug our lower bound in like that. Alright, and I'm not going to get caught up in all the arithmetic here. Of course, I've worked these problems out, and so make sure I got the correct answer, but once you get done here you should get 2/3 as your final answer, so I'll let you do the arithmetic. We just want to focus on the calculus. Even though I know the first semester of calculus for most people is basically a struggle of learning some intermediate algebra, and even sometimes some arithmetic, or more specifically fractions. Everybody has to review back up on your fractions. Well, this time we're going to use a different variable, and for good reason, and that'll become clearer in the next video. Okay, so like in the last one we had to rewrite it. This one here we're going to have to rewrite it several times. First thing I'm going to do is just go ahead, we don't want to skip any steps. U minus 2, let's get this out of radical notation and get it into exponential notation. And then what we're going to do, and I'll just write it over here to the side, we're going to break this up, u over u to the half minus 2 over u to the half du, and if you like you could put a parentheses around all that. Sometimes it just makes it a whole lot clearer when you do those things.